Chargers 2025 roster breakdown after 34-7 win over Lions, 53-man roster prediction. Imagine a team that's just one game into the preseason and already has fans on the edge of their seats. That's the Chargers for you. Following their resounding 34-7 victory over the Lions in the annual Hall of Fame game, the anticipation is palpable. As we dive into the world of roster predictions, keep in mind that these are subject to change with each passing game. But here's where it gets interesting. Based on their latest performance, we're about to dissect the potential 53-man roster for the Chargers. Buckle up, because this is going to be a thrilling ride. The Chargers quarterback situation looks promising, with Justin Herbert, Taylor Heinicke, and Trey Lance making the cut. Heinicke's experience as a trustworthy backup and Lance's impressive 2-touchdown performance against the Lions make a strong case for them. And this is the part most people miss. If Lance continues to show progress, the Chargers might just find themselves earning a late pick on day 3 from a quarterback-needy team, similar to the 49ers trade with the Cowboys. Moving on to the running backs, the Chargers have a talented pool with Omarion Hampton, Najee Harris, Hassan Haskins, Nyheim Miller-Hines, and Scott Matlock. Although Harris's injury status is still uncertain, Hampton is ready to take the reins. Haskins shines as an elite special teamer, while Miller-Hines brings depth and return ability to the table. Matlock, who played more fullback than defensive tackle in 2024, is expected to repeat this role in 2025. The wide receiver lineup boasts an exciting mix of veterans and rookies, including Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and Darius Davis. With the addition of Harris and Lambert-Smith, the Chargers are looking to run the football more efficiently this season. Davis, now in his 3rd year, is coming along nicely and provides all-pro level return ability. The tight end room is a force to be reckoned with, comprising Will Dissly, Tyler Conklin, Ordonde Gadsden II, and Tucker Fisk. Each player brings a unique set of skills to the table, making them a versatile and formidable group. The offensive linemen are a crucial part of the team's success, with Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman, Mekhi Becton, Joe Alt, Jamari Sallier, Trey Pipkins II, Branson Taylor, and Ryan Nelson making the cut. With 9 linemen on the roster, the Chargers have a good balance of experience and youth. The interior defensive linemen, including Tier Tart, Deshaun Hand, Naquan Jones, and Otito Ogbonnia, form a solid group, although it's still a work in progress. The edge rushers, consisting of Khalil Mack, Tuli Tuipulotu, Bud Dupree, Kyle Kennard, and Caleb Murphy, pack a punch. Murphy's impressive performance in the Hall of Fame game earns him a spot as a special teams contributor. The linebackers, led by Diane Henley and Denzel Perryman, have a lot of potential, with Junior Colson and Troy Dye providing quality depth. The cornerbacks, including Tarheeb Still, Dante Jackson, Cam Hart, Nico Reed, Jasir Taylor, and Dean Leonard, are a talented bunch. Reed's consistent performance in camp makes him a strong contender for a spot on the team. The safeties, comprising Derwin James, Alohi Gilman, Elijah Molden, Tony Jefferson, and R.J. Mickens, are one of the team's strongest positions. Mickens, a rookie, has already shown flashes of brilliance in camp and is likely to play a significant role in special teams. Last but not least, the special teams unit, consisting of Cameron Dicker, J.K. Scott, and Josh Harris, remains unchanged and is expected to continue its strong performance. As the preseason progresses, it will be fascinating to see how the Chargers roster takes shape. But here's the question. Do you think the Chargers have what it takes to make a deep playoff run? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And this is where it gets controversial. Some might argue that the Chargers are putting too much emphasis on special teams, while others believe it's a crucial aspect of the game. What's your take on this? Let's get the conversation started. Jim Harbaugh praises Trey Lance's impressive performance in Hall of Fame game. Trey Lance just silenced his doubters in the biggest way possible during the Hall of Fame game, and coach Jim Harbaugh took notice. The Chargers quarterback went 13 for 20 through the air, throwing for 120 yards and 2 scores without a single interception. But here's where things get interesting. Harbaugh didn't just praise Lance's numbers. He called it a big night that showcased something far more critical than stats. Played calm, cool, and collected. Harbaugh emphasized. Ran the operation smoothly, threw the ball exceptionally well. But now let's dig deeper. What's fascinating here is that despite Lance's high-profile draft status, third overall pick in 2021, he's still a captivating paradox in the NFL. A player with elite prospects but limited on-field experience. 5 NFL starts, 17 college games. Harbaugh made this very point. He hasn't had much game time, which is exactly why we're giving him these reps. And he delivered. But this standout performance doesn't end the conversation. Lance is currently battling Taylor Heinicke for the backup role behind Justin Herbert. The real question now is, can he handle the pressure when games matter? Controversy alert. Some argue Lance's draft position demanded quick results, while others insist he's a project, needing development. Where do you stand? Is this game enough to prove he's ready, or just a fleeting success? One thing's clear. Harbaugh's faith in giving Lance first-team reps during the Hall of Fame game suggests he believes the young QB has untapped potential. But as any football fan knows, preseason can be deceptive. The real test is yet to come. So we ask, do you think Lance has what it takes to become the reliable backup the Chargers need? Or is this just another chapter in his uphill journey? Chargers dominate Lions in 2025 Hall of Fame game. Key takeaways highlights. A 34-7 blowout? That's the scoreline, but beneath it, the 2025 Hall of Fame game between the Chargers and the Lions tuned up far more, especially when it comes to battles for backup spots, camp hope turning real, and the always crucial question, who actually belongs on a 53-man NFL roster? But here's where it gets controversial. Not every performance matched the narrative. You be the judge. Let's dive in. Starting with what might be the biggest surprise. 1. Trey Lance puts his name squarely back in the mix. Until tonight, the story of Trey Lance felt like missed chances, a high draft pick who had rarely lived up to expectations. But under the bright lights in Canton, the script flipped. Jim Harbaugh handed Lance 3 full quarters to prove himself worthy of a backup spot, and Lance seized the moment. Connecting on 13 of 20 passes for 120 yards with 2 smooth touchdown throws, he kept the Chargers' offense humming. The first TD? A nifty rollout to Will Dissly on 4th and goal, followed by a perfectly timed dart over the middle to Keandre Lambert-Smith. Even more impressive, Lance wasn't jittery under pressure. He read coverages, found the right targets, settled for checkdowns when he had to, and didn't let the Lions' pass rush rattle him. Sure, the Chargers didn't finish every red zone drive, but overall, Lance did more than just make his case. He changed the backup quarterback conversation. Could he push further? That's something most people are underestimating right now. 2. Detroit's backup QB picture gets murkier. And this is the part most fans overlook. While LA found answers, the Lions left with only more questions behind Jared Goff. Kyle Allen started off, flashing a competent arm with 91 yards on 9 completions, but back-to-back ugly interceptions overshadowed any progress. Those picks, one returned a full 60 yards, tilled momentum and trust. Hendon Hooker, brought in with some hope, also couldn't get in rhythm. He missed on easy throws, nearly another pick midfield, and late in the 4th quarter, gave away possession with yet another interception. Maybe Dan Campbell will swap their order next week. Is one of them really cut out as Goff's insurance policy in a pressure-packed season? If you're a Lions fan, you probably have feelings about that, and maybe a strong opinion on who should get another shot. 3. Nico Reed's preseason hype gets real. Training camp hype is cheap until a player transforms it into a game-changing moment. That's exactly what Nico Reed did. Early in the game, with Detroit driving and looking to shift momentum, Allen slung a quick out to Tom Kennedy at the sideline. Instead of an easy first down for the Lions, Reed jumped the route, showing perfect anticipation, and snatched the ball, nearly taking it the distance the other direction. In a battle-packed Chargers secondary with jobs on the line, Reed's play wasn't just flashy, it was statement-making. Suddenly, a preseason darling is forcing some tough decisions in the Chargers secondary room. Could Reed really stick? And do you trust preseason flashes like this? 4. Veteran DBs prove their worth as injuries mount. Here's a point bound to get people talking. as depth gets tested by injuries. Should teams rely on unknowns or stick to players who've proved they can handle pressure? The Lions entered the night already stretched thin. Rookie Terrion Arnold nursing a hamstring injury, and Kirby Joseph dealing with a knee issue. In response, Detroit needed fresh faces to step up. Rock Ya-Sin did, twice. He smothered 2 would-be touchdowns, first bringing down Omarion Hampton near the goal line, then stuffing Kimani Vidal short of pay dirt. On the Chargers' side, Tony Jefferson, second year back after unretiring, showed textbook instincts, leaping in the first quarter to intercept Allen's end zone shot at rookie Isaac Tesla. It's a reminder, seasoned defenders make a difference. Will teams take the risk with raw talent or ride with tested veterans? So, are the Chargers heading for a genuine QB battle? Do the Lions need to panic about their backup situation? Is Nico Reed more than a camp story? And can veteran defenders really keep the kids at bay? Or do the preseason performances mean less than we think? Jump in below. Whose stock are you buying after the Hall of Fame game? And whose hype are you fading?